Hi, everyone. Welcome to Educators Empowering Educators. My name is Shelly, and welcome to part 4 of my series on increasing engagement and critical thinking in the classroom. If you haven't seen episodes 1 through 3 yet, I highly recommend going back and taking a look at those first. In those sessions, I introduce simple, practical, collaborative strategies that can transform your classroom environment and get your students actively thinking and participating. In today's session, part 4, I'll be walking you through 2 more collaborative learning strategies that are easy to implement and high on impact. These strategies will not only boost engagement, but also help your students build communication skills, reinforce key content, and to think more deeply during your lessons. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's talk about the first strategy for today, which is called mix to music. Mix to music is one of my favorite movement-based strategies. It combines music, movement, and quick academic conversations. Here's how it works. Step number 1, prepare 1 to 2 discussion questions or prompts ahead of time. These can be on content review, reflection, or even something social emotional if you want to build connection. Step number 2, play music as students walk around the room or dance depending on your vibe. Step number 3, when the music stops, students pair with the person nearest to them. You pose the question and they have 30 to 60 seconds to discuss. Step number 4, after the discussion, start the music again and repeat the cycle with a new question or same one with a new partner. This is great for reviewing, activating thinking, or giving kids space to reflect. You'll find even quieter students participate more when the pressure is off and the movement keeps it fun. Here are a few quick tips to keep mix to music smooth and impactful. First, use music that creates the right energy. Not too sleepy, but not too wild either. I always recommend instrumental tracks. Next, model what walking and transitioning should look like so students know how to move with purpose. And finally, your prompts matter. Make sure they're connected to the learning goal. Even a one sentence reflection prompt can get students thinking deeply. So now let's take a moment to think about how mix to music could work in your classroom. What kind of prompts or questions would get students thinking and talking? Could this work as an opener to activate prior knowledge? Or maybe at the end of a lesson as a reflection tool? Also, consider logistics. How will you manage movement and volume? Maybe you set a boundary for walking paths or use a countdown timer for discussions. This is one of those strategies that feels playful but delivers a lot academically. It's quick, energizing, and students usually love it. Let's talk about our next strategy called Showdown. Showdown is a structured small group strategy that blends individual thinking with peer collaboration. It gives every student time to process before sharing, which makes it great for encouraging participation and uncovering misconceptions. You can use this strategy during math problem solving, science review, grammar correction, anywhere you want to reinforce content while building discussion skills. Here's how to implement Showdown step by step. Step number 1, put students in groups of 3 to 5. Each group should sit in a small circle or cluster. Step number 2, pose a question. Either project it on the board or give printed copies. Step number 3, each student works independently and writes their answers on a whiteboard or paper, keeping it hidden from others. Step number 4, once everyone is ready, say showdown, and students reveal their answers at the same time. Step number 5, students compare responses, discuss differences, and explain their reasoning to reach agreement. Step number 6, you or a group leader can confirm the final group answer before moving on to the next question. It's great for promoting academic talk and active processing, and students love the game-like element of revealing their answers. For Showdown, here are 3 things that can really elevate the strategy. First, always make sure students work on their answers independently first. It builds personal responsibility. Second, use sentence starters like I got blank because blank, or I noticed that to guide academic talk. And ease into it. Start with simple review questions before jumping into higher order tasks. Once they're confident, their discussions become way more meaningful. Now, let's take a moment to think through how Showdown could fit in your classroom. What type of content could you use? Try it with multi-step math problems, editing grammar mistakes, or even interpreting charts in science. Also, think about the impact of different learners. Students who are shy or need extra processing time get the chance to think privately before they share, which helps build their confidence and voice. As for grouping, would mixed ability groups be helpful? Could you rotate roles so each student gets a turn leading discussions? Take 30 seconds now to write down one idea for using Showdown in your upcoming lessons. Okay, so those are the two strategies we covered in this session, mixed music and Showdown. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which one do you see yourself using in your classroom first? Comment below and share your favorite. Or let me know how you plan to adapt them to fit your students. And be sure to keep an eye out for part 5, where I'll introduce even more collaborative strategies to help boost student engagement and critical thinking. Thank you so much for tuning in to Educators Empowering Educators. I appreciate you and see you in the next one.